What influenced me was I had a few friends that had done it before. It looked like a cool thing to do. It was a change of career for me as well, because I was previously a chef for 10 years. It was an up and coming industry and it looked really good, so I thought, why not? One day I just went, you know what, I'm going to do it. And that's when I went and applied for college.
So hairdressing is something I've been interested in from a really young age. Friends and family always encouraged me to get into it. I was always messing around with their hairs and cutting my own Barbie's hairs, and it's just something that I always dreamt of doing, and I knew from a young age that I would always want to have my own salon. So I left school at the age of 15 and went straight into college to study hairdressing.
Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to do hairdressing. I would say my biggest influence was my mother, who was a hairdresser herself. Whenever I used to sit in her work and watch her and all her colleagues working, I used to be absolutely fascinated. But I started off my journey at college. It was absolutely amazing. At the college, I'd probably say had some of the best years of my life. I developed friendships and also got on really well with the lecturers at the college, who I would say helped me achieve everything that I've managed to achieve in life to do with hairdressing.
The first day I knew I was into it, I enjoyed it. I liked the buzz, it was something different. Put myself into it, flung everything into it. And I was lucky enough to get a job within the first 2 months of going to college.
I started off in level 1 and completed that to move on to level 2, where I was then approached and asked how I felt if I would be comfortable enough to skip my level 2 and go straight into level 3. So I was fast tracked into the next level up.
The lecturers pushed me so much so that when I left college, I started mobile hairdressing straight away.
After my year at college, I went full time in the barber shop that I was working in, and I continued to work there for just about a year. Then one day, I was just looking on Gumtree. I wasn't even planning on opening my own shop. I seen a shop up for rent and I thought, I'm going to go for it. I just jumped in both feet and I was lucky enough to took off straight away.
At the age of 20, I opened up my doors to the first Elle Cheveux. Since then, we've moved into bigger premises and I have staff work for me. We have beauty, we have makeup. We've just really got bigger and better over the years.
My clientele grew quite fast and mobile was no longer an option. So I moved into a house, and one of the rooms in the house I changed into a salon, and I worked from there for about a year and a half. After a year and a half, again, my clientele had grew so much that I had to think of other options, and the next option for me was to move into a salon. Now, when I moved into the salon, I got a lot of support from the college, who would come out and visit, make sure everything was going okay. So my full journey, for at least about 7 or 8 years, I've always been in contact with the college, who have helped me to get to this point where I'm at just now.
When I was in college, we got the chance to do the HT skills competition, where I went to Blackpool and I got first place in the gents hair and beard competition. Dead proud of, wouldn't have had the opportunity to do that elsewhere. Also, I went on to win Best Barbershop in North Lanarkshire within the first 6 months of opening. Obviously very proud, really happy with that, and I'm also for that again this year to try and defend the title, if you like, at the Scotland Business Awards in March.
September 2018, I was the female best stylist finalist of the Scottish Hair and Beauty Awards, and then in March 2019 we won the best hair salon in the Scotland Business Awards for North Lanarkshire, which we're up again for the same award this year. So we're in the middle of doing our competition and competing against other salons, so we're hoping to take home that title again this year.
College was always absolutely amazing, and they've gave me a skill that I'll have forever, and it's allowed me to achieve my dreams.
College for me was the best option, I think. It gives you an idea of what you're going to be doing, what the industry's about, and up and coming different aspects of it and different trends. I've got 2 people employed now, both of which have been at New College Lanarkshire. Both are really good. The things that you think don't interest you and you don't think you're going to need, listen and take it in, because there's aspects of my course that maybe I didn't listen, and I had to retrain myself after, and I had to concentrate on that more. So if you're getting the opportunity to learn something, do it. Just take it all in, fling yourself in, don't be scared, and just go for it.
The advice I would give to any students going into hairdressing or thinking about it would be not to give up, that the hours are long and it's long hours on your feet, but it's the most rewarding job. To have a client come in and you can make them feel $1 million by the time they leave your chair, and it's just great. I've earned and gained so much from it. I have so many amazing friendships through doing what I love to do.
I would advise future students to listen as much as they can, take in everything and every little experience I can from college, because I think from the experience in college you'll be able to develop skills that you can take with you in life to achieve anything that you want to achieve. Take the plunge, and I think just do whatever you want to do because you have the skills that you need to do so.
When I first applied for the course, I was a wee bit sceptical. I wasn't too sure if it was going to be like a full course of girls. So I thought maybe I'm not going to have anybody to speak to, or it's just going to be a wee bit awkward. But when I did come, it was a kind of pleasant surprise. The class is really, really good. Everybody gets along with each other. It's kind of close-knit.
I chose college because of my age. I couldn't get an apprenticeship, so it was an easier option. Also, I thought with the full year rather than rushing through it, I would learn a wee bit more. I'm really enjoying it. My class is so diverse, so I'm learning a lot of different things from the girls in my class.
I started my hairdressing journey when I was 15 and I worked in a salon as a junior. But while doing this, you're just doing junioring jobs like sweeping floors, making tea and coffee and things like that. So I chose to come to college because it's a lot more hands-on, more practical work, as well as having your theory at the side of it as well.
I chose college over salon training because when I began my journey here, my daughter was still very young. So what that meant was I could have her attend the nursery while I'm training, and it also meant that I could learn at my own pace in a professional environment.
I chose New College Lanarkshire because it was my closest option and I don't drive, so it was easy to travel to. Coming to college, I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of nervous, but once I came, I feel like I fit in, I've learned loads of new skills and I've made lots of new friends as well. And I've also been picked to go to the Erasmus trip to Malta for 2 weeks to study, so I think that'll be an amazing experience as well.
Every time I come in, there's something new that I'm learning. When I do come in, I'm always kind of bouncing off other people, so you kind of learn new tricks here and kind of there, and obviously you're just speaking amongst other people and learning different techniques.
I was quite nervous about coming back to college, thought it was going to be like the school environment, but it's not like that at all. It's quite easy going, a lot of practical work, so it's not like you're stuck to a desk.
My expectations of college were definitely very different from the reality. I expected to be doing mostly classroom-based work, working from textbooks and occasionally on a sally head, but actually we do have real clients come into a fully functioning salon. I also had the opportunity to travel down to Manchester to do a course in hair extensions, which I definitely wouldn't have been able to do had I not got my SVQ level 2 from college.
I really enjoyed my placement. It gave me a taste of the real world, but my favourite thing was doing Strictly Kids with the STV. It gave me a chance to showcase my work with a massive company.
Right now I work in a barber shop at the weekends. That basically means it's given me the theory side of it in here at the college, but I can also kind of go out at the weekend and experience it firsthand actually in a busy barber. So in the future I would like to hopefully have my own barber shop, and I would like to combine both barbering and tattooing together. So I would like to basically have a barber shop where you could come in. If obviously you're getting a haircut, you get a haircut, but you can also book in to have a tattoo. I feel like both of them kind of intertwine with each other.
My future goals are definitely to work for myself, either in opening a small salon or doing some freelance work.